Hello my friends and welcome back for episode 6 of our current campaign in Third Age to the War Divide and Conquer. So, last episode we took care of some Harad forces, reclaimed Oibamari, just all around been sending the Blue Wizards around to reclaim our homeland and kicking out Harad as well. And I think we are finally ready to start pushing on Harad, starting with this battle. One of Harad's remnants in our lands, Captain Haruth. Some scrappy lances, some Carnish raiders which are quite annoying to deal with, even though I got some myself. Harad spearmen, the Troman hunters are going to be the biggest problem, so let us take care of them. We do of course have some Ushiari, or whatever they call it, chariots, so they will handsomely take care of the Troman hunters. Then of course there is the question of Khazad-Dûm, which we hopefully can siege out relatively quickly. We're already harassing Harad a bit. As we checked the Fog of War last time, they're also at war with Dol Amroth and with Gondor, so that should buy us some time. But as we also figured out, I was also at war, and I wasn't aware of that. Well, I am also at war with the Ar-Adunaim. That's definitely something we need to take into account and not forget about, because they could do a lot of damage. Yep, there. Well, preferably we can take out the Carnish raiders early on, but I think all in all we should use our archers for the most part. Can definitely do the most damage, especially when they have their Carnish raiders set up over there. They can be quite annoying. Actually, could our nomad horsemen kill them fairly easily? 5, 6, 10, because I know Carnish raiders are pretty good. Versus 4, 4, 8. Well, 4, 3, 8 actually. So they could take them down fairly easily. We can send you guys in, because they actually don't have any archers. They do have javelins, of course, but I'm not too worried about them. Alrighty. So how have you guys been doing? I want to apologize that the Ar-Adunaim campaign, which I uploaded earlier today, but you are watching this day afterwards. So the Ar-Adunaim campaign I uploaded yesterday, which was episode 4, I'd like to say. It came out a bit later than expected. I ran into some uploading issues, so I hope this one goes up relatively smooth. I've been running into more and more uploading issues lately because of... I don't know why. I use Resolve to render and upload videos in one fell swoop. That's the big bonus from Resolve. You can actually give one command and it does both the rendering and the uploading, which saves me a lot of time. And preferably I let it upload overnight. And usually that works out fine, but sometimes in those rare occurrences it glitches out and you're stuck having nothing uploaded. Alright, Ushuksia Storm Riders. Run them down. How did we only lose units and they didn't lose anything? Who shot me? Was it one of the Troman hunters with like crazy aim? Might actually have been one of my units to shoot me. Actually, I just realized that these guys should have fired at will on. Okay. Well, at the very least, we should replenish that Ushuksia Storm Riders unit. Yeah, man, Carnish Raiders is surprisingly tough. Normally, our archers should crush them easily. Keep moving. Sally out. Storm Riders, stand by. Now they're kicking my Nomad Horseman's ass a little bit more than I anticipated. Now I wonder, if I say kick Nomad Horseman ass, are we kicking the horse's ass? Or the rider? That's a very important distinction, my friends. Let's charge them. They should rout fairly easily. These guys should get fucked. Yeah, Carnish Raiders are quite strong. No matter what you throw at them. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, fuck. Move out. Move through them if you have to. They're just spearmen, they can't stop you. You shreg them. If you keep moving, that is. Nice. Yeah, their sole weakness is archers. They're very weak to archers, but everything else dies so easily. Like, I think I could just run into the spearman and it literally won't affect me at all. Let's see, boys. Just want to move a bit closer. Boom! We don't give a shit. So many died in that charge. We can just keep running over and over into them. They can't stop us. So yeah, we're definitely going to use the Ushuxias a lot more. Run into them again and they'll run. I'm sure of it. I can smell it. Smell the blood in the water. Or in the desert sand, I should say. And then just throw a couple of bolts on their face. Boom. Done deal. Right. A herd of goats. I'm not sure if goats are known for fleeing particularly. I actually lost more than I would have liked in that battle. Guess it's those storm riders. Actually, the spearmen suffered a lot of casualties. Thought they'd perform better. But I mean, for the dwarven unit, they're not that great, but they are much better than everything Harad can throw at us, except for, of course, the trollmen. Trollmen are tough. Most of them replenished. Did we get our Ushuxia back? We did! Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Casualties healed. They went horsemen, they came back for the most part, the other one as well. But the spears we lost, they are gone for good. Actually, it was already a fairly depleted unit, it seems. Yeah, all in all, not too bad. Screw you, Harad. Get the hell out of this land. This belongs to me. Once we defeat Harad... Well, what I'm trying to say is, right now, for an evil, quote-unquote, faction, we are in a good position troop-wise. As in, what we can recruit is elite cavalry, elite horse archers, and fairly elite infantry with the dwarves, the Arcani dwarves. And that puts us in an excellent position. We can definitely bring together better armies, not necessarily bigger, but better armies than Harad will, than Mordor will, than any of these factions will. And I'm also going to make some people in the comments very happy by placing some watchtowers. Alright, Kizil comes 4 more turns. I was sending Kanakish back. I could probably crush these guys, but I'm going to pull back just a little bit so we can give some reinforcements. Because Khan Arkish is quite important. Not the most elite reinforcements we're sending in there, but... hey, it's something, you know? Alright, Siak Khan's building farms, good. Stabitzer Khan's building farms, good, 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 good. With farms we don't have to rely on mines or trade. We're not building anything here, but there's nothing really that I desperately want to build, so I think I'll just save some money. Oh, Ibamari's getting mines, good. Alright. Did we still move our diplomat last turn? I think we did. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, I already talked to. But I don't think Rhûn was interested in a peace treaty just yet. But I also don't think they're going to attack me anytime soon, so it'll be okay. Actually, we could team up these two armies, Kanakish and Palando, and they can just swoop through Harad land. They could take Karandash pretty easy. Krukmaur. Yeah, I think they'll be fine. I don't think Harad's going to focus all they have on us until it is too late. And once we have taken Amrûn, then I will feel pretty satisfied. Of course, I'd love to take Feyenoble, but if I get up to Amrûn, that's a huge win for me. Then Harad is really weakened severely, even if they hold Feyenoble and Ankaragmir, which I would like to seize Ankaragmir, seeing as there's also mines there, plenty of mines there. But I'm thinking way ahead. We still have a lot of turns ahead of us before we can actually consider ourselves a strong faction. Right now we are still minor league compared to Mordor, compared to like the likes of Gondor, you know, those big factions, big mean strong factions. We are still pretty poopy. But we are getting there. But first we need to beat Harad, and once we take all of Harad's land, things will look up for us. So these guys are getting more and more depleted, slowly but surely, not by that much, but enough. And now our economy is looking a bit stronger than before. The Nomadic Confederation campaign. I'd love to get that. Getting the Variag Lancers will be amazing. But before that happens, I need to fix my economy even more. Could save up for the mining network. Actually, I'd first get the Mason's Guild House, I think, and then the mining network. So I think I won't buy anything this turn. Just hope that we can survive. Let's see. Gondor, Donamonov. We've talked pretty much to all the factions we can that want to talk to us. I'd love to get... If I could get trade rights with Rhûn, it'd be so good. Rhûn, you're in trouble, my man. If you don't control less, you're gonna have a hard time fighting back. Marauders in Siak Khan. I could send them over, but I'm gonna already move Kanakish out. It's a fairly decent force. Hello, Gimilzagar. Oh, you're actually stronger than I thought, because your banner was so small. I thought it was just these three guys. The ballista worries me. The camels worry me. Everyone else does not worry me. We do have Kanakish. He can take care of Gimilzagar fairly easily. These guys I'm not worried about, so just basically camels, Southern Pie. Actually, I think I'm gonna wait. They might attack me, but rather send in Palando before that happens. So I have to leave these lands a bit open for now. It sucks, but this is the shortest way to get to Kanakish. So if Harad starts sending in forces through here, then they'll just sneak past me and I won't be able to tell. Garnish Raiders, you can go to Alatar. Help that man out. And then save money to get better mines in Siakan. Plus 1.2k. I'll actually first build this hall. Wait, hang on a second. No, wait, I was talking about Sunutsakan, the mining network. That actually brings in less, 800. As in Siakan, I got the Master Mason's Hall. I know it's plus 1.2, but I need 8.5k, which is way more. I could get the Orokani Clan Hall, but yeah. That just costs money and doesn't bring in any money. I could just go straight for the Nomadic Confederation camp and get Lancers, which would make this campaign a whole lot easier. Let's just skip a turn and see what happens. Getting Lancers is so important for us, I can't state it enough. The cavalry we have now is all right, but once we have like a horse breeders guild, and we can train Lancers with the increased replenishment rate, we're gonna have tons and tons and tons and tons of these pretty elite cavalry steamrolling whatever any of our enemies field against us. If that General Farad attacks Kanakish, we will take the fight, I think. We can try to run like once, but I'll just accept it. If he wants to fight me, which he probably does. Yup. I rather would have waited for Palanda to be there as well. But let's see, let's actually withdraw. He follows me, alright, no problem. No problemo. At least once we're on defense, we can just see what the battle map looks like. And take a good position, especially with that ballista running around. That ballista is a bit dangerous. Not necessarily gonna do a lot of damage, but you can't predict them. Depending on how they use it, and depending on the battle map, it can do either absolutely nothing. Oh no, not fog. It can do absolutely nothing or do tons of damage. Well, it seems going to be a high movement kind of battle, which is not great because those bloody camels scare me. I think what I'll do is just get like let's actually spread our forces out, because I'm worried of that ballista and then it can do a lot less damage. Marauders, if you could focus entirely on the ballista, that would help out massively. I know the camels are around, I know they scare you and they'll probably come after you. That's okay. I'll try to lure out the camels. Because if you could take care of the camels, that would help out massively. These guys look kinda out of place with their regular Gondorian outfits, just in a different color scheme. Now the Black Snake God. Well, I could try to snipe him with the Nomad Horseman if you swing him around on the other side. You take care of that camel, please. Keep an eye on that ballista. It doesn't start fighting against Kanakish. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Imagine if the Variag Nobles actually had type of ranged weaponry. It does seem like he's about to fire on Karnak, which I should move. That the Ushuksia Storm Riders use. The body piercing shots. Run in there, Marauders. Your sole goal is to keep those ballistae in check. Just keep them busy. Don't have to kill them, necessarily. Ah, see, I told you to run back, man. Do not disobey me, you will die, I swear to God. Horns made of clay. Right, you want to charge me? Go ahead. Fight him. His camels will die. You will lose your camels. Suffer the consequences. Alright, he's chasing with his black snake. We're obviously much faster. If we use that time to destroy those camels, we will have cavalry superiority. And one more general, or one less general I should say, to worry about. Alright, you guys keep running. They're still chasing. God damn, they're annoying. Come on, camels, die. Southern pikeman. Alright, it's a bit of a hectic battle. He's using his archers to fire on me, which is fairly annoying, but there's only like 5 of them, so whatever. No, never mind, it's a full unit here. Well, time to rush in. No point in waiting. Actually, no, don't stand still. Don't stand still. I know there's a way to do like waypoints where they keep running, but I don't exactly know how that works. I think it's with like shift or control, and I think they still take like a small pause whenever they reach a waypoint. Actually, might as well just charge in there. Stop pausing, keep running. Your sole goal is to keep them busy. These guys still losing from the camels. You gotta be shitting me, you completely outnumbered them. My god, camels are annoying. Okay, doesn't matter. As long as we manage to kill them. As long as you keep running. Alright, this camel should be gone, right? No, there's still one alive. Shoot him, kill him, anything. Just take care of him. And you, keep running. Bloody marauders. So much shit to micromanage at the same time. My god, some of these marauders took a bloody big hit. Are you telling me that a full unit of Nomad Axemen and Nomad Warriors who are completely surrounding Southern Pikemen cannot actually kill them? Because that would be a big pile of bullshit. Actually, go chase the Black Snake God. Come on, how can they have their pikes in both directions? Why is it impossible to surround pikemen? That to me screams bullshit. And why did I lose a ton of my Variag nobles in that charge? The bloody Harad marches. Not exactly the most elite of units. I was gonna charge my rear with these guys. Ah, this battle is turning into a mess, man. Yeah, Southern pikemen are a completely broken unit. They're unaffected by archer fire, it seems. They can always put their pikes in all directions. Yeah, just a mess of a unit, man. I really do not understand why they're so... Yeah, they're... I would like to say like Harad's strongest unit. Because the way they mechanically work. Just annoying to deal with, and they can always have the OP-ass stakes in all directions, and ugh, don't like them. I mean, I like them because they're bloody strong, but I don't like facing them is what I'm trying to say. Also, they like survive shots from the Variac nobles, because for some reason the pikemen in this game are super strong against arrow fire, which is absurd in its own right. But I've already accepted that long ago. We've seen that many times in different battles against different enemies. I remember in the Dol Guldur campaign, the Billmen were also completely impervious to any arrow fire, which is very annoying if as a Dol Guldur faction you actually kind of rely on your arrow fire. Quite a bit. He's running away. Chase him down. Come on. Yeah, the Southern Pikeman is still alive. This Harad is still... We're losing a ton of troops. Oh well. At least his army will be gone and we have Palando coming in. Bloody hell. Stop hiding in the trees, man. Come on. Face me, coward. Those guys are dying faster to my arrow fire than those bloody Southern Pikemen. And now the ballista's firing again. Oh my god, actually shot his own dude. Congratulations. Who would have thought that... Like, yeah, look at that. We've got them completely surrounded. And they're still just kicking everyone's ass, because... I don't know, man, these pikemen. There's something up with these pikemen. Don't tell me the general's getting away. Is he gonna run? That would be so annoying. He's probably just escaping. Oh, we're gonna have to fight him again. Bloody annoying. Right, let's charge head first, which might be a mistake, but I don't care. That is still alive. Die. Yeah, I don't get Southern pikemen. They are so strong. I hope I can train them at one point. That'd be very nice. Let's kill them. Make sure this army doesn't return. I mean, they will, because the general got away. Yeah. And then the unit will completely replenish. At least our unit Variac nobles will as well. Yes, it's actually that Southron unit, I think, that's still alive and kicking and just not dying. Unless it's the ballista unit, it's also possible. There we go. Fuck it. Alright. Alright, we'll be healed with some of our marauders, some of our horsemen, so... It's okay, I guess. We do have Palando coming in. That's always what I need to tell myself. We have Palando coming in, don't worry, everything will be fine. But I need a cup of tea after that battle. Luckily, I have one. Ah, phew. Alright, so that's that army taken care of, which should leave that one settlement that I forgot the name of. It's not Krukmaur, but it's the one south of that. Wide open. Did he actually die? I don't think he did. Nah, if he doesn't die in the battle, he doesn't die. Doesn't matter if you kill 90% of the army. Mission. Talk to someone. Talk to Deal. Sure, I can do that. About trade rights. I'll give you map information for free. I didn't come to insult you. Just... Oh, you're blocking my route as well. You need a ceasefire, man, because Dale's kicking your ass. You've already retreated to the settlement. Corondai. My god, that settlement is a bit too strong for me to take without Palando. So just withdraw for a second. Send over some reinforcements, even if they're fairly shitty. Need everything you can get our hands on. 2 more turns for this one. These rebels are still wandering about. Just awfully annoying. I thought I took care of them. Which does lead to a lot of devastation. So we should take care of them at one point. We'll do it once we take Kizilkum. Then the rebels are officially gone. Oibamari, we're getting mines there. Nice. Anything I can build that is actually useful. Oh, there is a nomadic confederation camp. It does enable us to get our strong units. Let's do it. We need those units more than we need money, actually, but well, we need money for the units. That's the situation we're in. Krukmaur. Well, let's keep our spy there. Anything else I want to do? Not really. Let's end the turn. Alright, and then one more turn and Kisselkum should fall, and then we can send the other blue wizard. It's Palando and... what's the other guy's name? Come on, Izzy. Normally you're pretty good with names, but... actually I'm not. Palando and Alatar. That's the one. If I think hard enough, it does come back to me. You ever that feeling where like you're thinking of a word and you can see the word in your brain. You can literally see the single letters, excuse me, that make up the word, but you can't actually speak it out. You can't like see the word. You can't just grasp it, kind of. It's right there, and you're trying to reach it with your mental arm or mental hand, trying to grab it, and you just can't for some bizarre reason. No. Dunderag besieged. Alright, Fornost assaulted. Erebor besieged. What the hell? Who's besieging Erebor? Is it the Snow Orcs? Ogle Fog of War. It can only be the Snow Orcs, right? Yep. They might actually stand a chance. I mean, Gimli's coming over, but I'm not sure if he'll have enough manpower. That's a pretty big Snow Orc army. Props. Oibamari got mines. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Still have some devastation here. Okay. So that's a couple turns. I shouldn't build anything. What shall we get here? Let's get... well, I would really need more money, man. I also want roads. Blimey. I think I'll just wait a bit. Alright. Is that... where did that army come from? Well, he's got less troops in Krukmaur. Does he have... did he empty Korondai? Okay, he's moving his troops around. He did not really empty Korondai, but he did pull out a sizable force. This army does not have a general and only one cavalry unit, so we could crush this one fairly easily, I would think. Well, let's do it. So that's for us to worry about. Let's save on Khan. Let's not save over our Ar-Adunaim campaign, shall we? That would be quite sad. I'd have to replay quite a bit. If you have to ask me which of the two of my favorite... I'm gonna restart the sentence. If you had to ask me which of the two campaigns I'm doing right now, so Khan and Ar-Adunaim was my favorite, I think I would go... right now, I think I'd say Ar-Adunaim. But I feel like Khan has the potential to really become one of my all-time favorites. Because they're such a different faction. Something I've never actually played like before. Alright, so we have a Supreme Archer, or should I say Cavalry Division, which we are going to exploit the shit out of. This is what a Khan army should look like. Plenty of cavalry. Even more than that. Minimal infantry. The pure intent of the infantry is simply to exist and draw the enemy into combat. They have one unit of cavalry which we are quickly going to eliminate, and also like on their own. They are Khanlish raiders though, so they are quite strong, but our Ushuksia Storm Rider should have a fairly good time. Do they have any archers actually? Yeah, they have some archers, so we need to be a little bit careful with our Ushuksia Storm Riders. Got a bunch of archers. Alright, well if we can already eliminate cavalry, we can be a huge burden to them. Let's just rush in. Kill them. And then these guys, the infantry, or everyone that's on foot, can start moving up towards them. Alright, Khan Arkish, you lead the cavalry division whilst Palando leads the infantry. That's a fair split. And of course also has Blacklock engineers, which look quite cool. I quite like the red crest on the helmet. Yeah, it's kind of a weird combination to see Khan with dwarven units, but I quite like it. I don't know. They're definitely one of the more unique factions. I know not a lot of people like them because they completely break the... well, not break the lore, but they really stretch out the lore of the Lord of the Rings. But I think that's fine. I don't mind when The Divide and Conquer team does that. I myself am not that attached to the lore, I barely know anything about it. Oh, let's eliminate those Southern pikemen, please. Everyone else is going to be so much easier. Even the bloody warband is easier than... Why do you do that weird dance? Attack them, charge them. They were right there, and then you just stop charging them. Hate it when you do that. Do not allow them to get away. Do not allow them to still be firing either. No, my friends, you are not getting away. Kill the pikes. Even when getting shot in the back, they still tank it like a beast. Alright, we'll hold on to our snake elixir, what is called serpent elixir. Alright, let's eliminate the Cornish raiders. Get out of here, punk. Yeah, they're quite good, but they will die nonetheless. Alright, so now they don't have any cavalry. And we can start having fun. Alright, let's make sure. Keep you in a different section. Be careful for their archers though, I'm not sure what they're planning. They're not fighting. I could like charge into Shuxia, but I'm a little bit scared about their archers. So let's actually move back. Let's move you guys on the other flank. Let's split up our cavalry. You go over there. You stay here, but a little bit more in the back, so their archers don't try anything. Very noble, so keep moving. Yeah, you can fire on the spearmen, that's fine. Palando, you are fighting at will? Yes. They should come into your range. No, they're not. I could charge the Shuxia right into here. It would do a ton of damage. They have their archers covering that side. I do want to be very, very careful with... Actually, his archers are exposed. I want to be very careful with our chariots, because they are, of course, quite weak to arrow fire. That's their sole weakness. If there are no archers on the field, then those chariots can just wreck shit. A little bit careful about those spearmen, please. Good job, cavalry. Although you didn't actually do that much damage. I expected more. Then again, I always do. No, what are you doing? They charge without orders? No, then why do you run into him? I told you to run into there. I think it's just hitbox is being fucky again. Yes, just fire in here. He'll do tons of damage. You guys can actually move ahead a bit, because we do have a nice hill advantage. Oops, almost pressed the wrong key. Alright, I feel like I'm using my cavalry a bit better now than last time. Fuck up that. Archers! God damn it. That was a weird sentence, I'm not sure I was going with that. Come on, keep killing them.
The enemy force remains. We must pray they lose their will to fight.
Get in there with the Serpent Elixir. Crush them. Bloody charge 'em, eh? Oh, actually, run them down. Then Khan Arkish, one shot in there. Oh, they're already running. Alright, good. 5%. Those are the battles we want to see. I don't worry too much about sending my Ushuxia in there. They're too distracted with anything else. Watch them wreck shit up. Come on, women of Harad. Oh, women of Khan, sorry. Fucking hell. Alright, they're done. Charge into them. Do these guys scare enemy infantry? Inspires, frighten nearby enemy infantry. Well, not infantry, just everyone. Frighten nearby enemy, that's what I'm trying to say. Oh. Beautiful. Absolutely smashing. So that army's completely gone with minimal losses. They send out a complete wrong army to deal with us. That's the thing. They just had not enough cavalry. Whenever we have cavalry advantage, we wreck them. Which is, after we beat Harad, we'll have, I think, a very easy time, if we want to, defeating the Ar-Adunaim. Because Ar-Adunaim cavalry is few and far in between. Yeah, look at that. They only get to Ar-Adunaim Knights, which they can only train in like really specific locations. I don't think Umbaran allows you to train them. I think you need a Numenos for that. Like, it's that rare. So we're not going to see a lot of them. And if we see them, we can crush them relatively easily. And in terms of archers, they have good archers, but they're not very much an archer faction, so I don't think we're going to be seeing tons and tons and tons of them. So that also favors us. They are just, you know, heavy infantry, which we excel at defeating. Alright. Enemy camp sacked. They might not see Palando on the sprite on the strategy map, but it is still him in the army. Let us besiege Korondai. Seize it, and then move to Krukmaur. Alright, so Khazad-Dûm, this army will probably sally out, but they should, like... Yeah, they're pretty much half of what they were, so that's very good. And with a bit of luck, our catapults are positioned nicely, so we can just fling shit at them and crush them whilst they're running out the gate. Alright. Money-wise, well, there's nothing really we can invest in. Get upgrade of mines, but... And again, Khazad-Dûm should also bring in a nice amount of cash. Okie dokie. Well, let's end the turn, I guess. I don't mind waiting out Korondai as long as no reinforcements arrive. They should keep sending over forces to replenish at the front lines, of course. Could I get my hands on some Wind Riders? No, I can't. Let's get more Nomad Horsemen, I guess. Quite like the Carnish Raiders as well. Ah, they're skilled against mounts. That explains why they always do so well. That actually makes them quite good to get. I think I'll just get one unit of them. Throw them towards Palando. Actually, still can't cross there. Oh, blimey. Be almost inclined to teleport a diplomat, but I've already done that a little bit in the Ar-Adunaim campaign. Just a tad, so I'm not going to do it here. If we fail the Dale quest, so be it. It's just bloody annoying and kind of silly that he has an army stationed there. I can't imagine he's putting half a stag there just to block my diplomat. Unless the AI really hates my guts. He's like, no, your diplomat shall not pass through our lands. This is our bridge. You will have to pay the toll. I refuse. Alright, let's see if Harad throws anything towards us. Maybe they sally out. I doubt it. But we do want to keep a good eye with our spy on any approaching armies. And there we go, the rebels sally out of Khazad-Dûm. But they are of course depleted. Fram himself is leading the charge with a bunch of half units. Good, 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 good. I mean, we have a bunch of half units as well, so... But our catapult should make the difference. Alright, the only annoying part is, of course, when they sally out, we don't have time to position our forces. Which is silly in its own right, because if we besiege a settlement, we should have all the time in the world to position our forces. But let's just hope that our catapults are in a good position. And then, okay, let's just pause for a second just to make sure, because catapults are fickle. They're over here, which is not 100% great, but it's good enough. They can just start throwing shit. First of all, just fire direct. No, wait, hold your fire for now. Let's see, crossbows and archers and anything of that sort move straight in front of the wall. Or the gate, I should say. Cavalry, we do have some Cornish raiders. I'd like them on the flank. You guys go sit behind the archers. You are wind riders. You shall protect the catapults. That is your job. You do nothing, you just sit in the back because you are too depleted, and then the wind riders over here as well. Okay, good. Maybe I should already start a grape shot now. I'll wait until they get a bit closer. I don't think the mortar shot will do much. I might hit my own units. Let's just hope I don't. What are you firing at? Oh, you almost killed the general. But that was horrible shots. You know what? Let's just fucking straight up grape shot. And let him pick his targets. Kill the nomad horseman. Easy pickings. If you want to just straight up start grape shotting, that's fine by me. But no, don't fire it on there. Fire it on these guys. Come on. Don't fire where there's like a bajillion friendly units and like 2 enemy units. Do expect a little bit more IQ from you. But fire it here. Come on, fire. They're a bit slow, aren't they?
Fights with horns made of clay. We are winning the battle.
Go on. Give him a good shot. Do something, catapults. You're awfully slow. That did absolutely nothing. I don't think he's firing at all. Oh, he's shooting at him like crazy. That's okay. Whatever, just keep firing, it's okay. Cavalry, time to move in. Cornish raiders. If you could keep them busy, that'd be fine. Already routing. Not sure my catapult's doing a whole lot of damage, but it's doing something. I think it's hitting the steppe archers, which is fine, I guess. I prefer if it's shooting the nobles. Let's do some cav charges. Yeah, I guess the grape shots, of course, it would be stronger the closer by we fire, so let's actually switch to mortar rounds for a little bit. Yeah, man. Oh, nice. Stop firing for now, it's just gonna cause more friendly fire than anything else. Surprised these nomad acts are not running. Alright, let's kill them, eh? Kill the Variac horse archers. Guess we want to get some of those. Oh no, the door's closed. Whatever shall happen to you now? This bloody nomad axemen are tougher than I expected. This very horse arch is also being quite annoying. Oh well, as long as we take Khazad-Dûm, I'll be a happy man. And as long as our catapults are still standing, I'll be an even happier man. You see how easy I am to please. Alright, catapult, what the hell was it? What the hell are you firing at, bro? Just trying to kill my own friends? Oh my god, that could have been horrible. I thought you'd fire on these lads. Well, I guess they did come back into action, but still, nowhere near there where you were firing at. Oh my god, these guys are tough. Well, they do breed them tough in the south, of course. Oh, so is that general still alive? Blimey, mate. Maybe want to die? Just kill everyone that exists. Everything that's missile, stop. Alright, they're pretty much dead, so let's send in these Wind Riders just to mop them up. They, of course, replenish. I actually can't get through. And now he activates his towers, that bloody cheating asshole. I find if you sally out, then the gate should be open. And should stay open. So you get these annoying situations. Oh, the general's still alive. It's just too bloody tough. They're not really fighting me, they're just kind of dancing around him, which is completely retarded. And then I wonder why my units die, because they're not doing anything. Can't even click the guy. There we go, come on. Come on! Ah, finally! Jesus! Tough guy. Alrighty. That's Khazad-Dûm reclaimed, finally. Let us... Gosh, what shall we do? Shall we occupy it? We're not going to sack it, because I might still have mines there, I actually can't remember. But the question is, do we occupy or exterminate the populace? Not sure what the culture will be, but I doubt it will be my culture anyway. And I do want to move the troops out of there as fast as possible, whilst taking the generals with me. So I think the choice is clear. Kill them all. Beautiful. Alright, you're gonna keep blocking me like an asshat? Fine. Alright, that's why I think Gondor are allies. That usually means Isengard gets fucked. And the Gundabad Orcs do get a new enemy. Let's actually see if they succeeded in taking Eriador. I know I'm at the wrong place. Oh wait, I can't type. Toggle. Fog of war. Oh, lag. They didn't. They got struck back. Not by Gimli, but by Draki. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Snowball campaign is pretty difficult. I speak out of experience. I've tried one and failed one. It's on the channel if you want to watch it. But can't recommend it because I did fail it. Khazad-Dûm was actually bringing negative money because of devastation, which is absolute bonkers. I understand that devastation is a thing, but it shouldn't make you lose money. That doesn't really make sense. Mason's Guild House. Well, I'd rather build it here. I do have a nice amount of cash though. I guess I'll spend it on troops. Thing is, hang on, what? Let's actually redo that. I want to move these guys to Palando and Kanakish, and they should be able to. But knowing the strategy map, they will somehow get blocked by the other army. So I thought if I walk around, I should still have enough movement points. But movement points work in the strangest manners. Because suddenly I was way short of reaching him, even though I didn't move that far out. So we're gonna try that again. Yes, okay, you move there, blah blah blah, we didn't miss anything. That's actually safe, because I almost predict something stupid's gonna happen. So, alright. Oh no, I did it. Alright, fine. So he's angry, he's going to see a Khan, which is fine. If he wants to ignore Korandai, are there any forces coming over? None in movement range from over here. What about from Krukmaur? No, okay. So that devastation will go away. Sia Khan, well, it's not too difficult to defend, so I think I'll just do that. Send in a couple forces to defend it, because it's more likely that Sia Khan gets attacked than Solutsa can't. So I guess I should move these troops out. Can I move everyone out? Yes. Well, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Plus 160 is not that much. Farms would be nice. I could just wait and just throw everything in. So let's go. Oh, see, I can't. If I wait one more turn, I could get the mines there. 1.2k is nothing to scoff at. Let's do it like that.
Yes, noble master. Yes.
Plop down some watchtowers.
Watch here. An honor to serve. At once. Tomorrow's journey.
And let's go track down those filthy rebels, deal with them, replenish some troops, give you some new troops, and you will be another army to lead the vanguard against Harad. Well, Harad might attack this army with these guys, but should be fine. And if he goes to Siakan, I'd actually prefer that, because then he'd just get killed by my defenders. Alright, Khazad-Dûm itself should be okay for now. This is a big plot of land, actually goes all the way to here-ish? Somewhere. So we should see them coming if they decide to go through here. They stick to the roads. Apologies. Should catch them, and usually the AI does stick to the roads. Alright, let's end the turn. And once we get our troop production up and running in Surutakand, we are good to go, I think. And we can steamroll. Well, it's not going to be a steamroll. You know me, I'm not much of a steamroller. But we can put up a good fight against Harad and hopefully kick their annoying little asses. And then I'd preferably deal with the Ar-Adunaim and Mordor. I have a very special grudge in my heart for Mordor because he sent that Inquisitor force after me. I can't be that angry at Harad. I mean, they're kind of just blinded by hatred through the corruption of Sauron, and, you know, they also never, I mean, they were just a bit opportunistic, I guess, by sending in their forces to try and claim my lands. But they never send like a Doomstack to attack me. So I hate Mordor. Oh yes. Oh yes, baby, the Master Horsebreeders Guild. This thing is what makes us completely OP. Speeds up the replenishment of all cavalry within its settlement. We are gonna pump out cavalry in numbers you have never ever seen before. What the hell's this? Right, well I need to pull away from that guy. He's too much to handle. He will kick my ass, and he actually gets more movement than me. As I cannot escape him. That seems a bit bullshit. Well, I could try and fight him. That's rough, man. That is rough. Well, first things first, let's take a look at the Master Horsebreeders Guild. Variac Horse Archers. Ah, nice. If we compare them to the Carnish Hunters, 6 missile attack on a horse. My goodness gracious, that is quite high. And a 5 charge, that is pretty good. Quite expensive, but I want one. Alright, Alatar. And let's have an army ready for Alatar. Good, good, good. So what do we do? Do we try and take down Navid? It won't be easy, but this is a pretty elite army. He likes the dark. So he should be a night fighter, right? If he likes the dark, he should absolutely be a night fighter. He is. I'm not sure if this guy's a night fighter. I can't know. Maybe if I move close enough. No, I'd have to actually infiltrate the settlement. You serious? You serious? 70% and you fuck it up? Oh, god damn it. Is he a night fighter? Well, there's no way to bloody know. Because then I would just do the attack on Korondai. Actually, I don't want to attack Korondai head on. We all know how bad I am at defensive siege battles. If I could wipe out Navid. Thing is, I want to fight him alone, so I could move back and he'd attack me, no doubt. I could just do a night fight and hope that this guy, but this guy might be a night fight. I don't know. There's no way for me to know. I think spies used to be better. They'd actually be able to tell you the information on their retinue if you just stand close enough. Well, let's give it a shot. I don't mind safe scumming that, because it is... Okay, so he's a Night Fighter, so it makes no sense. He's actually a very good Night Fighter, this guy. They're both Night Fighters. Is this guy really a Night Fighter? I find it super hard to believe. He's not. I can't find it in there. Man of Melkor, Ar-Adunaim, Cunning Ambusher. Hang on a second, you shouldn't be able to reinforce then. What kind of bullshit is that? Right, well then I will just withdraw. But then I can't move, which is completely stupid. Because, and I actually think that's a bug, because it says cannot move through an enemy zone of control. But we're not in an enemy zone of control. We're standing next to one, but that hasn't changed. That was the case when we lifted the siege. So now you understand why I don't mind safe scumming this, because it's... To me it seems like a bug. We haven't moved anywhere, but still the game thinks we've moved into an enemy zone of control, which we haven't. But yeah, that does make the situation a bit annoying. I could move back. You know what I maybe could do? I could move north and perhaps draw out a bridge battle. No, it's actually too far. Bridge is here, so it's too far. Oh, we could go here on a hill, and then we'd have a massive hill battle, which would favor us. If I move here, I know he has troops positioned here. Very, a lot of troops actually. So. Ah, that worries me.
Yes, noble. This will be an honorable battle. How may I serve?
I hope you can reach Shere Khan in time. No, you'll reach in the same time. I don't think any armies can...
An honor to serve.
No, they shouldn't be able to make it to Shere Khan in one turn, so we'll be fine with that. And those troops should be enough to hold Shere Khan. But yeah, what do we do about this?
Honor to serve.
Khan Arkish is a force to be reckoned with. I think I'll move to the hill. With a bit of luck, he'll follow me.
Lifting the siege.
And we can fight him in the hills. Run to the hills. Alright, gosh. Would like to save money actually. By the time this is done, I want to be able to train our elites. Okay, let's get some more troops that we can send to Alatar. Same deal here. Just two armies pushing straight... Oh, I forgot to move them straight into Harad. Should be plenty. I know Harad can field more forces than us, but they're also busy with Gondor and Olamroth, so I can't imagine them having the ability to field two full stacks against me. Of course, there'll still be a small bit before we get Alatar in there. We do move a bit too slow to my liking. Alright, I hope Harad follows me and we can have a battle in the mountains. It should put us at a very advantageous position on the battle map. And I don't think the AI particularly takes that into account. Harad, what are you doing? Oh, he didn't do anything. That's also scary because then he might be moving to Shere Khan, which I don't want. The Istari... Oh no, right, we actually got a bonus. There goes our coin. After 5 years, the supplies and gold the Blue Wizard brought with them help fund and aid in the upkeep of armies for Khan have run out. Now the Khan will need to stand firm on his own 2 feet, and his chance represents an opportunity for Khan to show the world that it can stand against Sauron on its own merits without needing foreigners' gold. However, the Khan must adjust to the economic difficulties it will cause, which overcoming such a trial will only prove Khan's might and resolve. So immediately we go like 5k in the red. And we keep going in the red. Oh lordy Jesus. And bloody devastation stays around for far too bloody long. Alright, you need to fuck off. Captain Yumruk. Just a bunch of these guys. So we need to start taking territory. We cannot afford more troops. Luckily we still managed to train a couple. No sign of the foreigners in Arnor. Okay, so he will attack me soon enough. We can actually still move and maybe force a bridge battle, and that would work in our advantage, I do believe. We'll check that later. First, the battle against Captain Yumruk. I think we might just leave that other big battle for tomorrow. But yeah, there goes the supplies of the Istari, which I completely forgot about. I just assumed their economy was healthy. It was not. Alright, Quick sip of tea. Let's see. We are attacking them. It's funny that Alatar is so much bigger than all the other dwarves. He looks so funny in that unit, so out of place. Alright, well, we're just gonna use our catapults, right? No need to do anything fancy when you just have big mean catapults. Where are our archers? We could also deploy stakes because he did have a whole lot more cavalry than we did. That would protect the catapults. We are also going to use our cavalry, but much more sparingly. I'll try to lure him to come to us. This guy's like that. And you guys are responsible for protecting the catapults. Who will do the most work? Any units I'm forgetting about? Yes, apparently. Khandish. Khandish Raiders, which they also have plenty of. Catapult, go nuts. I just already put you in grape shot. It should be in range. No, if he's just gonna stand there and take it, then I'll be a very happy man. Okay, it's actually not in range for grape shot. Flaming rounds it is. Actually, fire both of these guys. As you can tell, 177, 178. The captain is here. There he is. He's got like, well, this guy's got like dual blades. It's pretty cool. This guy only gets one blade, which is kind of sad for him. Guess we can all be cool. And he already has the black cape, so that already makes him a tad bit cooler. They did expect the general to get the double blades. And now they probably start moving because they realize we can't just stand here. We'll get shot at. Let's see the shot plop down. Boop. Nice. Let's see the number drop. 156. My god. Alright, to grape shot we go. No, 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 no. Don't just auto move. They'll come to us. Do not worry. Alright, cue the Mongolian throat singing as the enemy does approach us. How about some fighting? Nice grape shot. Showing off its power. We will suffer some casualties, that's simply part of the job. But hopefully some grape shot in here will do a ton of damage. Throw your javelins. Nice. He's running into my spearman, which will make the job easy. His marauders also die pretty handsomely. I could send you in. I move back, don't want to get shot by our own grape shots. Nice. Beautiful. You can take a look at the end of this battle, how much damage our catapults did in total. But I think they are doing quite well. Fire away, laddies, fire away. Alright, catapults, you can stop firing now. Unless one of you is still ready to go. That guy can still fire his shot. Alright, so now stop fighting. We are sending in our own cavalry.
Victory is well within our grasp.
Of course it is.
Our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
Of course it is. Actually, the rebels, so if we just kill the army, they'll bloody fuck off. Nice. So again, something I think about.
See how these snakes fight without their head. run like children.
Alright. Good job, my lads. Is that devastation less to worry about? Devastation is fucking brutal, man. It does so much damage to your economy. It's not fun. Alright, that should balance our budget a little bit more. Although it does take a couple turns for devastation to go away. But at least we can start pushing these guys forward now. This army can start helping out. I think we'll just send the two armies always side by side, so no Harad forces like the balls to attack us. But they'd have to go around, you know. Sneaky tactics. We want to avoid the situation we have now with Khan Arkish, where Harad just annoys the piss out of me. But imagine a bridge battle we can use our Ushixia Storm Riders with their body-piercing shots. That would be juicy. Alright, Alata, let's give you some reinforcements, my man. We're hemorrhaging money anyway. Might as well make... it's causing devastation here. We've got some here. That should now go away. Same in Kisilkum. Yeah, the money situation is dire. Move to Sir Khan. Alright, should they come after Sir Khan, we should be fine. Alright, let's move to bridge. Four-sided bridge battle. Alright, these guys will be done by the time Alatar arrives. What say we? Shall we do one more turn? I say we do. There's no way I'm making it there in time. So I'm gonna cheat. What do I get anyway? 750 gold. I need that gold coin. Show cursor stat. Okay, move character. What's your name? Oh god, 2 down. I hope it doesn't take into account special characters. Ah, it doesn't. Good job. Why is Erebor here? They're at war with Dale. No, they're not, are they? So they're coming over to kick Rhûn ass. So Rhûn's completely screwed. Oh, poor Rhûn. Love to trade, man. Especially once you're kicking Rhûn ass. I don't mind being allies with you, to be honest. We share. Of course, if I ally with you, I won't be able to ally with Rhûn, but I don't need to ally with Rhûn. Alright, no problem. Can you at least buy my map information? Because I bloody need the money. My economy is not looking healthy. At least we get this amount of gold coins. So let's just assume that that guy will come attack us. Then let us send Alatar down south. He can get even more reinforcements from Sir Khan and the like. Mop up these armies. Take Korondai. Go after Krukmaur. Just have an all-round blast of a time. Alright. Oh my god, the Blue Wizard and Khan Arkish are just fusing inside each other. They're like Transformers. Come on, attack me, dude. Attack me. We'll have an epic bridge battle. It'll be fun for both parties, but mostly me. I want to see the effect of body-piercing shots on a bridge from a crossbow. Because ballistas are, of course, less than accurate. But with the crossbow, she'll be able to snipe them off the bridge, send them flying in great numbers. Come on, Harad. Come on, come on, come on. Do it, do it. I know you want to. I know you really want to. No, he's just gathering up forces. He's ganging up on me like crazy, which is awfully annoying. Oh, thank you. I needed that. And still my economy is even in worse shape. My goodness. It's pretty bad. Well, I mean, there's only one thing we can do to fix our economy, I'm afraid. And that is war. War brings in the cash. Send them here, then we can team up with them afterwards. I don't know, man. In a bridge battle, I will have, I think, a big advantage. Because he doesn't have that many. He's got Southern Warband. They're annoying, but they die nonetheless. And I can have my archers going nuts on them. But he's been sending in a lot of forces. It's all captains though, they should rout fairly quickly. I don't know, boys, I don't know. We have to deal with them at one point. We could keep running. What I could do is try attacking him now. with Night Fighter and try to lure him across the bridge. With Khanarkish that could work, or with the Khanish Raiders. Fling in some shots and that will probably lure him over the bridge, and then we can have a proper bridge fight without having to worry about these lads. I think it's worth a shot. As power is in our favours, the game does have faith in us. These are not very strong units, most of them are archers. Which, if we lure him out properly, he should not send in his... well, he should not use his archers to actually shoot us, but he'll just run across the bridge because he's an idiot. Actually, I'll leave the Khan back up alone for now. Let's give it our all, shall we? But this might not work, and... I don't know. We'll see. If the game doesn't bullshit me, then I think we can win it. If only I had like one Dwarven catapult with me. That would make this fight so much easier. Simply because I could lure him from much further away. But if I think about it, these guys should have massive range as well. 160 is actually not that far. These guys, 110. No, it's got to be Khanarkish with his 140, but he is of course on a horse. Alright, let's get a massive, well-defended position here, where he can run into and die. Everyone that's infantry, can we just get you all together so I have a bit of an idea? Is that all the infantry? No, you. Is that all the infantry? It is. Then all the cavalry. We got tons of cavalry. Actually, Khanarkish, maybe you have better range than Khanarkish? You do not, okay. And then the archers. Actually, what I'd like to do is put these guys like that. Because then that way we'll leave an opening for our cavalry to charge in. They clump up here and we can have our cavalry charging from this angle. Boom. Well, let's hope this plan works. Khanarkish, you're gonna have to run across the bridge, lure them in. Anyone else? Ah, you, Ushuxia, I almost forgot about you. And the Khanish Raiders, you guys will be fairly important. You can fight over them. You also need to cause a lot of damage. Alright. Oh, he's just coming over from himself. Nice. Probably because he realizes we have archers. And as I thought, he's not using his archers to actually skirmish, he's just going to run them in. And that means they will die relatively quickly. I think... No, he's changed his mind. I think if I just give him like one shot... My Khanarkish will get shot as well. Yep, he's getting shot aplenty. Does that lure him out? Not really. Come on, mate. Don't want to lose Khanarkish. Yes! It's too aggressive for his own good. Alright. Showtime. Fire away, laddies. Fire away. So I guess I'm more of like an arbalist unit. Alright, keep firing on them. There's no need to send in the cavalry just yet.
battle within our grasp.
So far, so good.
Our foe will surely see this.
The crossbow should be destroying them. Can I, like... If I press this, do I follow their shots? He's returning fire, which is a little bit scary for it, of course. We should see Storm Riders. No. Okay, never mind. He's got some Trollmen in there. Yeah, they're getting decimated. Alright, Ushuxia, you got a new target, this Black Snake God. Oh my god. If this fight goes fairly easy with minimal losses, we defeat this general and his army. Kind of just want to stick on the bridge for a little bit long, because I think he'll send these other forces in as well. We can just lure him into a couple bridge fights, wipe out those forces. Just have an all-round good time. Let's fire on the general. Where is he? I can't see him. There he is. 5% losses is pretty good. I don't want to send in my cavalry because I think they'll just take unnecessary damage. Fire on this cluster, fuck, would you? He's seduced by my spearmen over here. Once his general is dead, they will, I think, all just run away screaming. Good shit so far. This general's holding out longer than I anticipated. But he is, of course, a general. And as we all know, they are quite tanky. The Black Snake God on its own is tanky, and throw in a general and... well. And I think we can send in our Ushuxia Storm Riders afterwards. If they just charge through there, they could do a lot of damage. But I also don't want to risk them, you know? I think I'd rather keep you in the back for now, because of course you do a lot with your crossbows as well. Black Snake God, what are you doing over here? Kill them. If he wants to send in troops like that, he will pay for it. 10% versus 56%. Whilst in the other scenarios, it would not have worked out that well. So I think I made the right call. We can just kill the general. Alright, time to send in the Ushuxia Storm Riders. Archers, stop firing. It's time to finish this. Oh my god, look at that. That's what you want to see, man. Look at that. Look at that. Black Snake God. There's a general. There's the man we want to kill, man. Man. Losing some of our Storm Riders, but they should just push through. I don't think we've lost any so far. Yes, this is what we like to see. They are still getting up, but it should allow our other troops to push through. And if they're on the other side, could fire on them relatively unpunished. That's still active. Yeah, I mean, that general should be long dead by now. It's a little bit bullshit that he's still alive. Charge in there again. They don't expect you now in the rear. 15% versus 70%. So far, so good. But I'm a bit miffed that general is still alive. And with a bit miffed, I mean super miffed. He should be long dead. For being just a regular general without, you know, very high command, not being a family member or anything of the sort. He's awfully tanky. Nice. Give them something to think about. You know, I am really starting to get over my hatred of chariots. They are good. I like them. There, I said it. I like chariots. Used correctly, they are absolute beasts. Like, wow. Just flinging people across the bridge.
Like a herd of goats. Drive them from the battle.
Alright, well, cavalry. The honor is entirely yours. Let's run down any survivors, but this army can be considered to be absolutely dead. They're not going to give me any more trouble. Beautiful, beautiful. What a way to end this episode. Beautiful battle. That's one big army taken care of. A relatively weak army, one might say. Not that many strong forces, but our losses were minimal. Very minimal. And the most important part is we still have most of our cavalry alive, which is of course the unit we need the most. Alright, there we go. We had won it, right? Yeah. 225, let's take a look. Who did the most there? Oh my god, I think it is clear. So I did actually lose one chariot, it seems. Which sucks, but... well, we can actually... excuse me, train them almost. The main problem will be cash. We are in very dire needs in terms of money. But of course losing some troops means we don't have to spend as much on upkeep. The problem is the troops I have right now is the troops that I'm going to have to go all the way to, I think, Rhûn with. Unless I start selling territories to fix my economy. But right now I am hemorrhaging money. Cornish Raiders also getting a lot of kills. They're quite good archers. Vedic Nobles and Blacklock Engineers, of course. Yeah, I'm very surprised by the Cornish Raiders. I think they have the advantage that they sit higher on their horse, so they can more easily fire over the heads of the ones in the front. Steppe Arch is also doing very well, so it really does depend on your position. Because we had some other bow units, the Stiff-Beard Archers, where are they? There they are. They didn't do as well. But yeah, the Ushuksia Storm Riders absolutely I wish I could know how many were with crossbows and how many were with just running into them. But yeah, smashing battle. Very happy to end the episode with a battle like that. An amazing bridge battle. Bridge battles are important, man. It just kind of goes to show how important using the strategy map is to decide how easy you get it on the battle map. If we had fought this exact same battle on just a normal pitch battle... because at first I tried to have the hills to my advantage. They didn't take the bite, which would also have given me a massive advantage. I'd almost be inclined to ransom them. Just to get some money. Yeah. I know we'll have to face them again soon, but it doesn't really matter. They'll just bugger off to Krukmaur. They'll die soon enough. And I think I'll just wait for them to attack me. Both and pikemen are annoying, but on a bridge battle we can just shoot them. So I think I'll just chill here for a bit. So how does our economy look? It's just going to get worse and worse and worse. I mean, our totals have gone up a little bit. And I think we're still building a couple buildings? No, just the one in Splitsakan, which will not improve our economy at all. So next episode, we'll try to mop up these armies and then start claiming Harad lands with both Palando and Kanakish stack. This is Palando, right? Yep. And then the Alatar stack that's also coming in with Orash. So actually, just notice we have both our faction leader and our faction heir marching out with the blue wizards, which does kind of make sense, I guess. Yeah, these troops will kind of leave for now. They do cost us some money, but disbanding them would not be enough to fix our economy. We'll leave these guys in Amakand. Of course, a couple troops in Siakan. I actually think he moved back these troops. I don't think Siakan will be in any immediate danger, so we can also send them... Actually, it's going to be a full stack, so we'll send them to Khan Ark, which is also a full stack. So I hope these two armies are at least enough to take Krukma... Actually, let's toggle the Fog of War so we get a better idea of what's going on. I'm not going to take a look at everything down here. But take Krukmaur should be doable. Take Korondai should be doable. Which represents this chunk of land. Krukmaur is this chunk of land. And then I'd love to take Amrûn. If I can get Amrûn, Chelkar, Krukmaur, and Korondai. What's this? That's Ankaragmir, right? Yeah. Well, Ankaragmir would also be nice, but like Amrûn, Krukmaur, Korondai, and Chelka. And actually, it doesn't have that many forces wandering about because we're going to take a look at his other front. Actually, I'm going to cheat a bit. Okay, he doesn't have anyone here. So this is all Harad has here. So if we crush these armies, we should have a relatively easy pass. Of course, we're going to send more troops over. He has some spare in Feyenoble. Sorry, Estelar. But Dol Amroth is kicking their ass, making it difficult on them. Of course, Mordor did take Teodoros in a surprising twist. Gan Altan the Honored. That's a new Nazgul. But all in all, I think Harad is going to have some trouble with Dol Amroth and with Gondor. Just hope Gondor can hold out long enough. Ooh, that's a custom... Oh, that's Stuart Denethor himself. I've never seen his picture because when my Gondor campaign, I never sent him out. He always stuck around and ministered for me. Alright, anyway, Isengard's doing pretty well. They are crushing Rohan. I did worry a little bit about the Gondor and the Dwarves alliance. But as you can see, Gondor does have now the breathing room because they don't have to worry about the Dwarves to kick Isengard ass. And Dwarves is also a bit more aggressive. And now that Dunland is pretty much completely gone, they still have Caras, Nunalet and Ostenethel. No wait, Ostenethel is Moria. Birik. That is the last of them. Ar-Adunaim is doing pretty good. He's doing about as well as I'm doing in my Ar-Adunaim campaign by turn 69. Which is of course a funny number. Angmar is doing very well and the Dunedain are slipping away. They're actually going to fall. And if the Dunedain fall, I don't think it'll take long for Imladris to fall as well. Of course Imladris is a strong faction, but at one point they just crack under the constant pressure of Goblin Town sending in forces, and then Mount Gram, Litash sending out forces from Angmar. Alright, so the Snow Orcs are holding out, but they're not getting the necessary push they needed by taking Erebor. They're trying to luck it on Aznar, but I don't think that will succeed. They're also at war with the Woodland Dwarm, who are going to throw some fire at their shins and just make it more difficult. Anduin Vale is slipping though. Dol Guldur is not doing too horrible. Actually, Dol Guldur is getting pushed back quite a bit by Dale. And Rhûn is actually pretty much completely negated. They still have this dwarven army coming down south. Elgar has already been besieged, so if we boarded Dale instead of Rhûn... Mordor is actually sending out a force. Oh god, will Oibamari stand? Well, we do have an armory. We do have a sizable force. I mean, we've got some cavalry, which Mordor does not have. But we might actually try and take Mataram if we actually have the time and resources for it. That's a big chunk of land that I'd like to control. And of course Mordor is just being its own self, you know. Sending over small forces here and there to annoy me whenever they have the time. But as you can tell, there's no Mordor settlements anywhere near me. The closest is Seragos, which is like miles away. And then the closest is Barad-dûr and Tharband, which is also miles away. So I'm not too worried about that. Alright, so next episode, take care of them, meet up our armies, and just go through a crusade through Harad lands. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I hope to catch you next time. Bye bye!